Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
We started new chapter 5, natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation and wildlife, it gives us an insight about the ecosystem. And we can see a variety of plant system in our surroundings. And there are 12 mega biodiversity countries in the world. India is one of the 12 countries. So India has a rich variety of plants, plant species, flowering and non-flowering plants, small trees like small plants, or not trees, small plants like grasses, shrubs, etc. Tall trees like such as neem tree, mango tree, coconut tree, etc. So these plants and trees which grow on their own or which grow naturally without human interference or aid, help, are called natural vegetation. Natural vegetation is also known as virgin vegetation. All natural vegetations are forest, but all forests are not natural vegetation. Then why? There are times where a forest has been developed. So a forest is developed by afforestation or social forestry or any other means. We cannot call natural vegetation, right? Forests which grow naturally, or the trees in the forest which grow naturally without human interference, are called natural vegetation. If it is created or developed by human, we cannot call it natural vegetation. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then next we discussed endemic and exotic species. Exotic plants, endemic and exotic plants. Plants which are purely Indian are called endemic or indigenous species. Then exotic plants which have come from outside India are called exotic. Okay. We explained endemic and exotic plants. Then, in India, we have variety of plants and animals. So, there are some certain factors which are responsible for the diversity of plants and animals. Let us see what are they. And we can divide these factors. I told you there are certain factors which are responsible for the diversity of plants and animals. We divide these factors into two broad categories. First one is relief, second one is climate. Okay. What are the relief factors which affect natural vegetation? Land and soil. Very good. Land and soil. So land has direct or indirect contact or influence on natural vegetation. So you will not find the same plant species or plant everywhere, right? It depends on the land. Mountains, plains and plateaus are the landforms, right? So you can see different types of plant species in different land, on different land. Mountain areas, the land support conical forests or conical trees. Then plain areas, plain land is very fertile land which support agriculture. So a lot of vegetations are there in the plain land. Then second one is soil. Just like sand, just like the land, soil different from, or soil varies from place to place. So in India, we have 6 or 7 types of soil. So different soil will produce different types of soil will produce different kinds of plants or plant species. Examples are there. Example, sandy soil in the desert, which support cactus, thorny bushes, shrubs, etc. Then mountain soil, which support the growth of conical trees, cone-shaped trees. Then wet and swampy land, it supports mangrove forest. So, types of vegetation are found are different in different soil. Then next factor is climate. What are the important factors? What are the important points come under factor climate? Temperature, sunlight and rainfall. Temperature, first one is temperature. You have learned in smaller classes on the basis of the amount of sunlight. We have three climatic zones or heat zones. The torrid zone, the temperate zone and the frigid zone, right? The torrid zone receives more sunlight, so torrid zone is very hot. It's near the equator. As we move away from the equator, the temperature will decrease. That's why we feel very cold in the frigid zone. It receives slanting rays of the sun. So, temperature is very high in the torrid zone or near the equator. So, plants and trees which grow in the equatorial region or in the torrid zone or near the equator, you can see dense forests, thick and dense forests. Many trees are there in the zone. As it moves to the poles, we can see less vegetation. Because frigid zone is very cold. Extreme cold will not support or plants will not survive in extreme cold. Only few plants. So a few vegetations are found in the frigid zone. So temperature influences the growth of plants. Then sunlight and rain. Both are important for the growth of plant, right? Sunlight. More sunlight, faster growth. Rainfall. Dense forests are found in the regions, in the areas which are receiving heavy rainfall. So, torrid zone receives heavy rainfall. As it receives heavy rainfall, dense forests grow in the torrid zone. Clear? Till this, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next topic is, what is the importance of forest? How forests are useful to human? How forests are useful to human? Do you have any idea how forests are useful to human? Yes? How forests are important to human? Forests are renewable resources. Then it affects the quality of the environment and it modifies local climate, control soil erosion. Roots of the tree bind the soil and control soil erosion. It regulates the flow of rivers, support variety of industries. Industries get their raw material from forest. For example, furniture industry, it gets raw material, wood, timber gets from forest. Provide livelihood for many because many people depend on forest for their food. Then scenic beauty, attract tourists. Then many many popular sports are there in forest and mountain areas like paragliding, skiing, etc. Then it controls wind force and temperature and cause rainfalls. Very important, right? More trees, heavy rainfall. Then humus, fertile to the soil, fertility to the soil. So it provides fertility to the soil. And above all, this point is very important. Forests are the natural inhabitat or the home of wildlife. We have discussed this in the last class, right? How forests are useful to man or what is the importance of forest. Okay. Eben Thompson, Emrin, Karthik, Dominic, Fakat, Melita. Turn on your video.
Network
Yes.
problem.
Fakat Sheikh, you have network problem. What about Karthik and Dominic? Karthik and Dominic. Then, next point we are going to discuss, natural vegetation of India has undergone many changes. What are they? It's a very important question. India's natural vegetation has undergone many changes due to various factors. What are they? First point is the growing demand for cultivated land. What is the meaning of the sentence? Growing demand for cultivated land. It means, as we all know, our population means, what is population? Number of people, right? Population is increasing day by day. Population is increasing day by day. So to meet the requirement or the food requirement of the people, to satisfy food requirement of the people, we have to increase our farm production. We have to increase our farm production means we need more land for agriculture, right? How we expand our agriculture land, how we get more land for agriculture? Definitely we cut trees and clear forests, right? And that land we will use for agriculture purpose. First point is clear, the growing demand for cultivated land. So, to expand agriculture land, to get more agriculture land, we cut off trees and clear forest. Then second one, development of industries and mining. For setting up of industry or for getting raw materials for the industry. For example, furniture industry. To get raw material, what is the raw material in furniture industry? Wood, timber, right? So to get it, we cut the trees. Then mining activities. It destroys natural vegetation and wildlife. Then what is urbanization? What is the meaning of urbanization? What is the meaning of urbanization?
I'm clearing forests and making new cities.
Development of cities and towns. Development of cities and towns. Development of cities and towns. So, when we develop a town or city, for the construction purpose, we cut trees and clear forests, right? For building construction. And for other facilities, we cut off trees and clear forests. So it also affects natural vegetation. Then overgrazing of pastures, overgrazing by animals. Animals survive on grassland, right? But when it will be over, grazing will be over, it negatively affects natural vegetation. Overgrazing by animals. We know animals, those who eat grass and all, survive on grassland, right? But when it becomes over, they will affect natural vegetation. So overgrazing by animal affect natural vegetation. India's natural vegetation has undergone many changes due to various factors. These factors are, first one, growing demand for cultivated land, development of industries and mining, urbanization, fourth one, overgrazing by animals. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we are going to cover types of vegetation. All of you are familiar with these names, different types of vegetation. Let us see what are the different types of vegetation. We have 5 types of vegetation: tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, tropical thorn forest and scrubs, mountain forest and mangrove forest. These are the 5 types of vegetation. Let us see one by one. No need to write all names in your lecture book. Write the first one. Tropical evergreen forest. Let us see what are the features of tropical evergreen forest. When you look at this natural vegetation map of India, you can see some places marked with dark green color. Okay, these places, tropical evergreen forests are found in these places. See, Western Ghats, coast of Tamil Nadu, then West Bengal, Assam and Meghalaya, and all these places. These are the regions where tropical evergreen forests are found. Okay. Let us see what are the features of tropical evergreen forest. Tropical, from this picture, I hope you can guess something. Tropical evergreen forest. What you can guess from this picture? You get any idea how the forest as tropical evergreen forest?
Very dense.
Very dense, very good. It's very dense. Dense means thick. Very thick, right? Yes, then. Any other points? Can you guess?
Ma'am, tall and big.
Yes, trees are very tall, right? Compared with the trees which we found in our, which are in our surroundings, it's very tall, right? Very good. Then. Okay, let us see what are the features of this. Tropical evergreen forests are found in the areas or regions receiving heavy rainfall of 200 centimeter. Make it as 1 point. Tropical evergreen forests are found in the regions which receive heavy rainfall of 200 centimeter. 200 centimeter rainfall means very heavy rainfall. Okay. Then, in which all places tropical evergreen forests are found? Western Ghats, Lakshadweep Islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Assam, coast of Tamil Nadu. See this place. Western Ghats, coast of Tamil Nadu, Assam, West Bengal is also there. Then Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Clear? So, we can say tropical evergreen forests are found in the Western Ghats, coast of Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Assam, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. And then third features. This forest, throughout the year, in this forest we can see warm and wet climate. It's very warm and wet throughout the year. So, dry season is very short. Dry season is very short because of warm and wet climate throughout the year. So, this climate is suitable for the growth of trees, plants, creepers and all. So, we can see a variety of plants, variety of trees, variety of creepers in tropical evergreen forest because the climate is very suitable for the growth of plants, trees and creepers here. It's warm and wet. And this region is in the torrid zone. So as it receives heavy rainfall, dense forests grow in tropical evergreen forest. Clear? 3 points are clear? First point, tropical evergreen forests are found in the areas which receive heavy rainfall of 200 centimeter. Second point, Tropical evergreen forests are found in Western Ghats, Lakshadweep Islands, Andaman Nicobar Islands, Assam, coast of Tamil Nadu, etc. Third point, warm and wet climate throughout the year. So dry season is very short. Fourth point, what is special about this forest? Why do we call this forest evergreen forest? How did this forest get the name evergreen?
Ma'am, because it does not shed.
Not shed. Trees do not
Ma'am,
shed the leaves.
it
It shed the leaves. All trees shed the leaves. But here, something is different. What it is? Trees
It's green
here.
throughout the year.
Green in color throughout the year.
Sorry? Yeah,
Green
it's
in
appear
color
green
throughout.
always. That's why we call this forest evergreen forest. Why or how?
Shed once in a year.
Yes, trees shed their leaves at different times of the year, not at a particular time. Okay, different trees shed their leaves at different times of the year. So it's always appear green and called evergreen forest. Clear? Fourth point is clear.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, next point, fifth feature of tropical evergreen forest is multi-layered structure of trees or forest. Multi-layered structure. You can see many trees in this forest. These trees which are found in this forest are very tall and have broad leaves. What's special about the trees which are found in this forest? Trees are very tall and have broad leaves. Right? Trees are very tall and have broad leaves. And these trees, you can see this with the height of 60 meter or more than this. Height of trees are 60 meter and more than this. When you look at the picture, you will understand tall emergent trees. This is the topmost layer of the trees, topmost layer. Topmost layer of trees. Same picture you can see in your textbook. Topmost layer of tree. So this part of the trees receive more sunlight because this is the topmost layer. So it receives more sunlight. Then dense canopy. This is the outermost layer of or uppermost layer. Uppermost layer or you can say outer layer. And here we can see branches of tree. Branches. Then short trees, small trees. Then shrubs, woody plants. Shrubs means woody plants. Woody plants. Then on the ground level, you can see fallen leaves. So fallen leaves, roots, etc. on the ground. Herbs, creepers and all. No need to switch off the video. It's clear, multi-layered structure of trees is clear.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
children, is it clear? Multi-layered structure of trees. Okay. Then, luxuriant vegetation of all kind trees, shrubs and creepers. Why we have the word luxuriant here means, as I told you when we discussed last slide, warm and wet climate throughout the year. So it supports the growth of different kind of trees, different kind of shrubs, creepers, tall trees, etc. That's why we have luxuriant vegetation in evergreen forest. Then, some important trees which are found in this region are ebony, mahogany, rosewood, etc. Then animals which are found in this region are elephant, lemur, deer, rhinoceros, one-horned rhinoceros, etc. Then above all we can see plenty of birds, bats, sloth, scorpions and snails in this forest. I hope features of this forest are clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Evergreen forest, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What all points we have to remember? Evergreen forest, tropical evergreen forest. Okay. First thing you have to remember, these trees in this forest shed their leaves at different times of the year and always remain green. That's why we call this forest as evergreen forest. And these forests are found in the regions which receives heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall means 200 centimeter, rainfall of 200 centimeter. Then throughout the year, wet and warm climate. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So it supports different or variety of plants, trees, creepers and all. Then we learn name of animals which are found in this region and names of some trees which are found in this region. Then trees, what is special feature of trees which are found in this forest? Trees are very tall and have broad leaves. And you can see multi-layer structure of trees, this one. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Read your textbook. Okay, I have completed only one type of vegetation, tropical evergreen forest. Okay, read the textbook, underline all the important points. Then I have shown one map over here. The same map you can see in your textbook, Natural Vegetation India map. Then try to get outline of India map. Okay, I have told you to get one map with state border for marking important rivers. Clear? Then get one more map, no need of state border. We have to mark evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, means different types of forests in that map. Okay, try to get it within this week. Next week we will do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dear children, I hope all of you have understood this portion. It's the time to wind up the class. See you in the next class. Thank you, dear children.
Thank you, ma'am.